Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Produces a cross. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And this is Shevchenko! Oh, he's really drilled it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chiellini getting this one clear. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vieira is the guilty party there. And that's put paid to a promising move. Olise. Thuram. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have had the first significant moment. Could be danger here. Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that.
Oh, given away. And the finish! Yes! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Neymar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Shevchenko! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Now it's Shevchenko. Pirlo spots it and intercepts. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been cut short. Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe! He's beaten the last man! Thuram. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Mateus. He's got away. Aimed in towards the... It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Now it's Mbappe. Berry. Now it's Shevchenko.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Pass is just off target. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now, can they get him away? He's a sharp little ball here. Spread out to the left. Mateus. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's a good foot in there. And here's Messi. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar. That is good alertness. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Olise. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Can he get it through? And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su madre que acuda a recogerlo a la puerta 21.
So once again, we're underway. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Messi. Mateus proves too strong. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, shooting chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Turan. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pull it. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe showing good feet. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
In towards the back stick. That's travelling a long way. He's had it taken off him. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Knocks it into space. Oh no, this does not look good. Not the most accurate pass. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that has not gone well. That'll be a throw-in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Referee's given a throw. Rijkaard. Gerrard. And it's Pirlo. Can he get on? Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mateus. Van Dijk cuts it out. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's picked it up out wide. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shot a goal! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Oh, what has happened here? And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through, and the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Schmeichel. Oh, that is Mbappe! And it's in! They're back within reach! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Oh, what's he done? He's won, and Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that will be it. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. The end of the game. Reflections. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. And here's Vieri. Mateus bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Gerrard. And that is expertly dealt with.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have it. Shevchenko! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mateus. No way through. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
Shevchenko really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Played into space. Mateus. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And here's Shevchenko. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Played out towards the right wing. Still goalless at the moment. He has a look out. That's good running with the ball. Tries to cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Foot in. Looking for the run. And this is Vieri. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gerrard. Shevchenko. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Opts for safety. And that's a throw-in. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Mateus. Now it's Shevchenko. No way through, so back it comes. Knocks it into space. Elise. And it's Gerrard. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that was nowhere near his best. Elise. Can he get it through? Gerrard delivered. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And it's Gerrard. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And here's Elise. Mateus does well to get it back. Elise. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gerrard. Van Dijk. Mateus. Now it's Vieri. Besiktas finding their pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's a sharp little ball here. Olise. Nice sequence of passes this. Mbappe! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game.
Shevchenko really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
This looks promising. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Now it's Olise. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Caught offside that time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Olise. Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Strong running down that left flank. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 15, Tunjai Shani.
And it's
Number
Neymar.
8,
And he's picked it up out wide.
Number 23, Rijkaard.
Now it's Neymar.
Number 13, Serveth. Number
Played it
10,
early.
Neymar.
Batistuta!
Number 9, Batistuta.
Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And he's only too happy to take that back. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Now it's Gerrard. That's a nicely weighted pass. Real chance! He has done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now.
And Shevchenko! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Shevchenko clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Girassi! Gerrard. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to play him in. Gerrard. Robertson. To Gerrard. Olise. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. Chance here to counter. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Inzaghi. Chiellini makes the interception. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! Deep into injury time! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed
Please
with
turn your
flying
attention to the
colours.
screen for information provided by the
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And the through ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Great vision. He's found a way through. In by Met. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
It's anyone's ball now. Ambitious ball here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Diaz. Looking for options. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And this is Vieri. Vieri! Oh, it's come off the upright. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He can get that clear. That's gone for a throw-in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mateus. Well, that's well seen too, and that's really well manoeuvred. Good effort from distance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
He has found the... Can he finish? It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Mbappe. Takes a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
2
can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Gerrard coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro gets good distance on it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty...
And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. That looks a good ball through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Foot in, played out towards the right wing. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Defending was strong and firm. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Madrid making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And this is Vieri. He might be in here!
Vieri really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ferry. Thuram. Mbappe. Nicked it back promptly.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mateus. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Shevchenko. That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, Gerrard.
That gets things going for the second half.
El dorsal 13.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too...
Chance for a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's had a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most accurate pass. Mateus. Probing pass.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, nicely intercepted. And he's intervened well there. And they've got rid. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind...
Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Messi. And it's Thuram. Good read, needed to be. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Spread neatly. Messi. Azar. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. Out towards the flank. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieri. Vieri proves just a little bit too strong. Aimed in towards the centre. That is ended up in the... Goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
McTominay is offering a wry smile there.
Messi plays it short. Tries the cross. Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Brilliantly cut out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a cute ball. Oh, that was vital. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's gone in! Right back in the game! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
So, time for changes
El dorsal
on
3.
both sides, actually.
El dorsal 17.
We have got ourselves a
Serán
game here.
sustituidos por
Well, they'll just
el
be
dorsal
praying that one
18.
more chance falls
El
their way
dorsal
before
14.
the whistle
El
goes.
dorsal 21. Cambio de
Rijkaard
jugadores.
gets it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back stick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a chance!
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Good ball, good take. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. He's looking wide. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Romario. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
En el marcador se
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to...
And it's been given away. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Drives it in. And that's the keeper's ball. And here's the chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Olise. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nesta. Kukçu. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambitious ball here. That is good alertness. Oh, they could break here. Bergomi tries to play it through. Olise in acres of space out wide. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Shevchenko. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Maldini cuts it out. And it's Gerrard. Mateus tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. Kukçu. Mateus. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pings it across. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! The breakthrough strike! What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Pelé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Cannavaro. To Bergomi. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Conte. Serginho. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Thuram. And it's Rijkaard. He's found a way past. Kukçu. And it's Conte. Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Kukçu. And Serginho. It's a searching pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Spread it left.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Kukcu. Defending was strong and firm. Olise. Rijkaard. Good. Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Gerrard. Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Olise. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Botafogo back on level terms. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And that's the second half started. Maldini. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. It's run loose here. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. And here's Mbappe. Shevchenko. Tries a shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Shevchenko. Pass somewhat off target.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Aims beyond the defence. Plays it across. He rises! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cambio de jugadores.
Botafogo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we've reached the hour mark. Pele. Pele going face to face with his... It's Pele!
Pele really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Maldini. And it's McAllister. Well, that pass isn't the best. Shevchenko. And the pass is intercepted. Best. Bergobi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Pull it. Played back in. Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Mbappe. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's been cut out, well played. McAllister. Now it's Pele. And here's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Botafogo have their second corner now.
El dorsal 17, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, Hazard, el dorsal 18.
And that has been cleared. It's gone for a throw-in. Gerrard. To Hazard. And it's Thuram. Gerrard. And this is Romario.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Berry looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Robertson. To Chiellini. Robertson. And it's Chiellini. Very much into the last knockings. That's Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. Gerrard. Romario. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
9
can make their change now with a
el
break in
dorsal
play.
10. Serán sustituidos por el
This
dorsal
usually is the
24.
time teams go into
Neymar.
conservation
El
mode.
dorsal 4. Ronaldinho.
And this is from Mario.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And it's Ronaldinho. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Pelé goes sliding in. Robertson. Robertson is looking to influence the game. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid have done it. The perfect outcome in this...